like next step from here is processing that by after speaking a little bit about that, scheduling a one-on-one onboarding call so you can we can get you set up, we can get you onboarded, we can customize the next steps for your side and from our side, so we can get you started with a clear game plan moving forward, and from there you're all set to get started with your journey. In terms of the investment, is it the case that the 9800 doesn't exist right now, or like the cash flow makes it harder? Like, what's that looking like?
Yeah, I mean, because like I told you about how much we're bringing in right now. And
Yeah, I understand.
We've got about 50% cash collected for each month. Like we're selling, $50,000 worth of stuff, but we're only collecting about half of that each month. So
that from here, what I care about is you actually, I can help you with the investment. Is that something that you want to have a chat about? Before we have a chat about the investment, what I care about is making sure that we are making sure that believing that this is something that can actually help. So in terms of like after you've made the comparison and everything, do you feel like this is something that can actually work for you? Like that's the only thing I care about, and from there we can speak about the finances.
Yeah, I think so. So answer me this: is there somebody on your team, somebody there that can look at our ad videos and our VSL and kind of do an analysis and say, let us know if this is going to probably speak really well to the audience we're looking for, or if there's a
We're
problem.
doing that.
Yeah, we're doing that after you're inside though, and after you get on.
Of course.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. That's what we do, 100%.
Okay.
Okay, so if I can help you with breaking down the investment into a manageable structure, will that help you get started?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool. So it comes down to what you can actually do. We don't have anything set. Most people decide they like to break it down into 49 as a like half of now, and break the other payment into 3 or 2 payments. But it typically comes down to what you can do.
Oh yeah, well we can definitely. I mean, I could even do probably like 4 or 5 equal payments. Would that be fine? Or 4 equal payments of 2,500 or whatever that works out to, or even 3 equal payments or something like that would be fine.
Can you do 3,200?
Yeah, I think so. But I know this will be disappointing, sorry, but because we have this process that you and I are on, we do every day with our
Well, how are you going to also be congruent in that process though if you don't actually follow this process yourself?
Oh no, I'm gonna decide one way or the other. I want to talk to I just want to bounce it off of the founders and the investors, just to get their feedback. But I definitely think that this is the way to go. So
okay, cool.
In terms of having this discussion, is it going to be more of like an FYI discussion? Because I think that you are like
the owner, and you're going to make the decision.
Yeah, so here's why. Here's just so you know. Here's why. Because I mentioned in the middle of April, so the quarter ends at the end of this month. By the middle of April, I have to pay the founders at least a minimum payment, and investors are going to be looking at our books to see where all the cash is going. And since we've had such a rough time this quarter, there's going to be a lot of scrutiny. So I don't want them to have any surprises. I want them to look at the books, see cash outflow, and be like, yeah, we already talked about that, and it's not a surprise. So that's why I'm going to talk to them.
I totally understand. So it's more of an FYI conversation in that case.
It is more of an FYI. And I think they'll be like, yes. Okay. I really think that everybody's going to be like, yes, this is a good idea. You need to do this.
Okay.
So that's why.
Yeah. That's totally fine with me if it's like an FYI conversation. Before I let you go, though, can I give you like a new way to look at this?
Sure.
Right. Because in terms of actually getting the business to, back to 100K, 200K a month, who has the responsibility of doing that?
Me, ultimately.
Right. So as far as running this by them, if you actually take action on something, since you have the full responsibility of that, and you just bring it back to them as the leader and as the full decision maker who actually trusts his decisions, why would that actually be a surprise, especially looking at 4 or 5 months from now, having the business at 200K a month?
It wouldn't be a surprise, really. I don't think. Like I said,
I don't think so. So in terms, so since it's not going to be a surprise, since you have the full responsibility of that, instead of just like taking that back to them and saying, hey, here's like what we can do, why don't you just like take responsibility? Why isn't it fair for you to actually just take full responsibility and ownership of you scaling the company to those 200K months and saying, hey, I actually made this. I made this decision that is going to actually benefit the business and is going to get it back to 200K a month because I believe that. But if you guys like are opposed to that investment, we can actually take our money back. We can help you with that. What I'm talking about though is you taking ownership and responsibility of getting this business to those 200K months.
Yeah, we've had to make some changes recently because of how the business has been performing. But yeah, I'm confident that I'll be back in touch because it sounds like a really good plan. I do have one question though.
What do your closers typically do with the situations? Like, do they let people off the hook, or what do they do?
They try not to.
Would you trust me? Would you trust me to scale your business? Would you trust me to scale your business, which is literally sales, marketing, to 200K a month, if I actually couldn't handle an objection like that?
I'm just trying to keep you accountable.
I'm trying to keep you accountable because since you believe that you do have responsibility, of taking this business to those like 200K months, like how is it fair to you and anyone else on the team to actually not take that leadership, and as a leader and as a founder, just taking that decision back that you made? And again, if anything goes back, we can support you on that, right? If anything goes back, like we're just gonna break the arrangement. Like, there's no problem. But I'm talking about the leadership and the ownership of you.
Yeah, and that's something that we haven't gone over is what are the guarantees? Do you have any guarantees that are in writing in a contract or anything like that?
I can share the contract, like that's daily stuff. I can share my screen, walk you through the contract and the agreement and the guarantee. And from there, we can help you with everything. And I can also add and put something in the agreement that says, if after I have the discussion with my partners and they said no, you can refund your money back. I can help you with that.
Yeah. Send me. I have. Who do I have? I have Stavros. He was gonna be on. No, that's you. Great. I have your contact information, right?
You're trying to get off the call, or what's going on?
That's what I'm gonna do.
What's up?
But I think I'll be back to you today, honestly. I know. I do this all day. I know.
No, Adam, there's no words at all. Like I'm gonna speak with another 5 people today. Like there's no problem at all. The thing though is that typically, like before I let you go, if you want to like bounce off the call, there's no worries. But typically, like I just after I gave you the opportunity to go through the investment, the agreement, the guarantee, and also put that on the agreement for you, so you won't like lose your money. That just typically tells me that there's something internally going on, like a little bit of uncertainty. So what's actually coming up for you, like in terms of not moving forward?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't mind sharing. I mean, so we've bumped up our marketing spend, then we reduced it, and so now, yeah. I mean, I'm like everybody else, right? I'm human. Like I want to make sure that I feel confident, and there's no guarantees in life. We don't provide a guarantee for our students that they're going to make lots of money. Like, yeah, it depends on their efforts and the work they put into it. Like we promise we guarantee we're going to give them a good education and a process that has worked for a lot of other people.
Yeah.
But if they don't put in the work,
exactly.
You know, like that's out of our control. So I'm not looking for an absolute guarantee because
we do have a guarantee, by the way.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
The thing though, I can walk you through the guarantee. But one thing that's very, very important, like in this space, is think about it for a sec. Like you are literally like the leader, like believe it, like it's the truth. Like you are the leader of an info company, of a coaching company, where the whole acquisition strategy of this company is getting people on sales calls and have good closers that they can convert those prospects. Because what typically happens if they don't on the first call? Fear gets in the way, uncertainty gets in the way. The most important, so the most important thing with that situation is that as literally the leader of this whole operation is making sure that you are fully congruent with this process. And I'm not talking about you making a stupid decision. I'm not talking about you like jumping off a cliff or investing in crypto without looking at the markets. What I'm talking about is you, after we've gotten all the information and you've gone through everything, and we can look at the contract as well, and you can see the guarantee, you make a sophisticated, educated decision without, letting the uncertainty and the fear consume you. That's what I'm challenging you on. I'm not challenging you to, just randomly give me money. I'm challenging you on handling the uncertainty. Why? Because you're literally the leader of a company doing the same exact thing. So it has to do with congruency.
Yeah, getting over uncertainty is one of the biggest things that I had to do to buy this company in the first place. Sign a contract for multi-million-dollar sale. Right.
Because as founders and as entrepreneurs, like there's always going to be two types of people, right? There's going to be the person who says, okay, like I'm uncertain, but I'm like this uncertainty is actually going to overcome me. And there's always going to be the other business owner who says, okay, even if it feels a little bit uncomfortable, even if it feels like a little bit scary, I'm actually going to push through it. And I'm actually going to make the change that I need. Right. So
Okay, well,
Let's see the agreement that you're talking about. Okay, and then you have to come work for me.
yeah, I will be
Yeah,
more than
so
happy to.
I'll be a closer here. This is how we do it too. Payment and then contract.
What's up?
So this is how we do it too.
Mhm.
Payment, and then after the payment submitted, we send the contract.
Mhm.
All right. I hope it works fast because we really need.
Yep. Yep. Right after the call, you're gonna right after this call, you're gonna book in a one-on-one, and on the one-on-one, you guys are gonna go over pretty much everything that needs to happen, so we can actually move fast.
You got it?
Yep, it came through. Congratulations. How do you feel?
I'm already off to the next thing, honestly.